The Rock addresses WrestleMania 43 status. WWE discussing major plans for Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. Update on Rusev's WWE absence revealed. Bad news for WWE Smackdown. Major star confirms he is leaving WWE. Chad Gable's WWE return date revealed. Let's get started. WWE discussing major plans for Liv Morgan at WrestleMania 42. Liv Morgan could be on the verge of the biggest breakout moment of her entire WWE career, and it may all start with the Royal Rumble. Behind the scenes, serious discussions are happening about Liv winning the Women's Royal Rumble and punching her ticket straight to WrestleMania 42, where she challenged Stephanie Vaquer for the Women's World title. During a January 19, 2026 Self-Made session, Self-Made Pro revealed that WWE officials have been actively mapping out WrestleMania plans, with Liv Morgan's name firmly in the spotlight. The idea of her winning the Rumble and heading directly into a WrestleMania title match is very much on the table. This lines up with earlier reports from WrestleVotes Radio on Fightful Select, which indicated WWE is preparing a major elevation for Morgan, one that would place her as a true focal point of the women's division heading into WrestleMania weekend in Las Vegas. Those plans gained even more momentum when Liv officially declared for the Royal Rumble on the January 19th episode of Monday Night Raw. If WWE goes all in, it would be her first ever Royal Rumble win and her first true singles spotlight at WrestleMania. With WrestleMania 42 set for April 18th to 19th at Allegiant Stadium and the Royal Rumble fast approaching, the clock is ticking, and Liv Morgan's moment may finally be here. Would you guys like to see Liv Morgan win the Royal Rumble and face Stephanie Vaquer at WrestleMania? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. The Rock addresses WrestleMania 43 status. The Rock has finally addressed the WrestleMania 43 buzz, and while he didn't give a yes or no, his words made one thing clear: momentum is building. In a January 20th, 2026 interview with Rafi Talks, The Rock responded to growing reports that Saudi Arabia is aggressively pushing to bring both him and Stone Cold Steve Austin to WrestleMania in 2027. And although he stopped short of confirming an in-ring return, his excitement was obvious. He praised the scale of WrestleMania, the significance of hosting it in the Kingdom, and the opportunity for WWE superstars to perform on what he called a truly global stage, making it clear this isn't just another event. When asked directly about the status of talks with WWE and Saudi officials, the final boss kept it short, calm, and confident, saying everything is all good and remains that way. Still, there's hesitation behind the scenes. According to Andrew Baydala, Rock's camp has been cautious about locking anything in. The concern? If this Saudi match becomes his final appearance, it could clash with an already packed Hollywood schedule stretching through 2026. Add age and long-term plans into the mix, and the reluctance starts to make sense. Nothing is official. No contract signed, no match announced. But judging by The Rock's tone, the door is wide open. And if fans are hoping for one last electric moment on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania 43 might just be where it happens. Do you guys want to see The Rock return for WrestleMania 43 in Saudi Arabia? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Chad Gable's WWE return date revealed. Chad Gable's comeback might be closer than anyone expected, and WWE could be ready to drop the surprise. According to PW Insider, there have been internal discussions about bringing Gable back as soon as this Monday's episode of Raw, live from Toronto. Nothing is official yet, but this is the strongest sign so far that his return is finally on the horizon after months away. Earlier reports suggested WWE was targeting the Royal Rumble window for Gable's comeback, with optimism he could beat that timeline. Now, that plan appears to be falling into place. Gable has been sidelined since the summer of 2025 after undergoing shoulder surgery, a sudden injury that halted creative plans just as his El Grande Americano run was starting to catch fire. Many fans believed he was on the brink of something big before everything came to a stop. Since then, Gable has been grinding at the Performance Center, getting ring ready for his return. With the Royal Rumble only days away, a shock appearance on Raw would be the perfect launchpad into one of WWE's biggest weekends of the year. So here's the real question. Does Chad Gable come back as El Grande Americano, or is this the start of a completely new chapter? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Update on Rusev's WWE absence revealed. Rusev's disappearance from WWE TV isn't as mysterious as it seems, and it has nothing to do with injury or backstage heat. According to PW Insider, WWE has intentionally kept Rusev off television as part of a broader creative strategy. The company is reportedly avoiding using talent who aren't currently central to major storylines, believing it's better to hold them back than waste appearances with no real direction. The idea is simple: keep wrestlers feeling fresh so their return actually matters when the creative team has something meaningful lined up. In Rusev's case, this is purely a creative pause. His last notable TV appearance came on November 21st when he was eliminated by Jey Uso in the quarterfinals of the Last Time Is Now tournament. Since then, he's only wrestled once, a match against Otis taped for main event on December 1st. The timing stands out, especially considering Rusev was heavily involved in the Intercontinental title scene just months earlier, following his win over Sheamus at Clash in Paris in August. He had also made a splashy return to WWE on the Raw after WrestleMania 41, not long after signing a 2-year deal post-AEW. Rusev isn't alone in this holding pattern either. PW Insider notes that the Street Profits are being handled the same way. The former champs haven't appeared on main programming since their tag team title loss to the Wyatt Six in October and are also being saved for a reset once a new storyline is ready to roll. In short, this isn't a demotion. It's WWE pressing pause, waiting for the right moment to hit play. How do you guys feel about this? Leave your thoughts down in the comments. Major Star confirms he is leaving WWE. After a decade inside WWE, Tommaso Ciampa is officially preparing to walk away. The former NXT champion has confirmed that his WWE contract is set to expire in the very near future, and he has no plans to re-sign. The news, first reported by Bodyslam.net, was made official through Ciampa's own statement, where he reflected on a 10-year run that defined an era of NXT. Ciampa expressed gratitude to nearly everyone he crossed paths with during his time in the company, thanking the staff, the talent, and the locker room he shared for years. He made it clear there's nothing but appreciation for those he worked alongside, calling the experience an unforgettable journey filled with respect and brotherhood. He saved special praise for NXT's Black and Gold era, noting how much that chapter of his career meant to him. Ciampa also took a moment to thank the fans who supported him across 2 decades, saying their loyalty and passion never went unnoticed. As for what's next, Ciampa isn't slowing down. He explained that his first decade was spent grinding on the independent scene, his second traveling the world with WWE, and now, with 1 decade left, he's more motivated than ever to see what comes next. To close, Ciampa officially opened the door to the future, announcing he is now available for bookings, appearances, signings, seminars, media projects, and more, something he hasn't been able to say in over 10 years. During his WWE run, Ciampa captured multiple tag team championships and reigned as NXT champion, leaving behind a legacy that won't be forgotten anytime soon. Bad news for WWE Smackdown. WWE Smackdown could be heading toward a serious ratings storm, and the warning signs are already flashing. In just over a month, the Blue brand may find itself dealing with one of the lowest viewership performances in its history, and the circumstances couldn't be more stacked against it. For 2 consecutive weeks, the February 13th and February 20th episodes of Smackdown will be pulled off their usual home on the USA Network and moved to SyFy instead. This temporary switch isn't by choice but necessity, as USA will be dedicating its primetime lineup to coverage of the Winter Olympics from February 6th through February 22nd. While the time slot remains the same, the network change alone is enough to raise concerns about audience drop-off, but the situation could get even worse. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, longtime wrestling journalist Dave Meltzer suggested that these episodes could potentially draw record-low numbers. His reasoning goes beyond just the channel switch. During those same nights, the Winter Olympics will also be airing on NBC, meaning Smackdown won't just be adjusting to a new network, it'll be going head-to-head with one of the biggest global sporting events on television. That combination is a perfect storm for declining ratings. Casual fans may not follow Smackdown to SyFy, while others may opt for Olympic coverage instead, leaving WWE with a much smaller audience than usual. Historically, network changes and major sports competition have proven costly for weekly wrestling shows, and this situation checks both boxes. After its brief 2-week detour, Smackdown is expected to return to the USA Network on February 27th, broadcasting live from the KFC Yum Center in Louisville, Kentucky. Still, the concern remains that the damage could already be done by then, especially if those SyFy episodes end up setting unwanted records.